Hello everyone, welcome to U2, Week 8, Lesson 2, and we're going to be learning all about symmetry in this lesson. Now, before I start showing you on the paper, I'm going to show you a piece of paper that I have here. Now, we can look at symmetry as when two halves of a shape overlap exactly when they are folded. So here, I have folded this shape in half, so it's got two equal halves. If I fold it, then the edges overlap exactly. The corners meet and the edges meet. So that shape is a symmetrical shape, and here is the line of symmetry. What we're going to look at today is a line of symmetry that is vertical. That's going in this direction from top to bottom, vertical. If it was horizontal, it would go across this way. So on my sheet of paper, I've drawn some shapes. Now all of these shapes are symmetrical because they have a vertical line of symmetry. Let me show you where that line of symmetry would go. I have to make sure that both halves of the shape are exactly the same, and that if I folded the shape, the corners would meet. So if I look at this shape, this is about halfway. Imagine if I folded that square over, I would fold it here, right down the middle. And if I folded it, this corner would touch that corner, and this corner would touch this corner, and this edge would meet this edge, and this edge would overlap this edge. Have a look at the triangle. Again, I'm going to do a vertical line of symmetry, and I'm going to do it right down the middle of the shape. So if I folded it, this corner would match to that corner, and this edge would overlap this edge. Same on this shape. If I folded that over, this corner would fold over to meet with that corner. Now also, if I put a mirror down the middle of this shape, the reflection would look exactly the same, so you'd see the shape as it looks here. Now I don't have a mirror, but just imagine if you did. And if I put it here, you'd see the whole shape because it would be reflected exactly the same on the other side. And that's why sometimes it's called mirror symmetry. And this shape, pentagon, there's the line of symmetry because this corner would touch this corner would touch this corner, and the edges would all meet if it was folded over. Now at the bottom of my page, I've got some shapes that are not symmetrical. I'm just going to show you. Here I've got a quadrilateral. If I do a line down the centre, imagine if I folded that over. On this side there's a much longer edge here, and on this side it's much shorter. So that edge there is much longer than it is on this side. So if I folded that over, this side would go much further. Probably stick out like that, so it wouldn't fold to meet exactly. And this corner here is much further away than this corner from that middle line. So if I folded it, that corner would end up somewhere much further across. And the same here. Even though these lines and these edges look equal, if I folded it, that corner would not be meeting. So that shape is not symmetrical. And the same on this shape. Well, with a vertical line of symmetry. If I try to put a vertical line of symmetry on this shape, you can see that that corner would probably match to there, and this side would match to this side, but there's no edge like this one on this side. So I folded it, it wouldn't match. So these two shapes do not have a vertical line of symmetry. Now you've got some more work to do on your slideshow, and for green group we're going to have a look at some other lines of symmetry. Bye, see you next time.